Hey everybody! Welcome! Dead Cells, the Elemental Update. Have you heard of this game? Have you heard of it? I heard that dead cells are so dangerous. Parents have started buying their kids dead blades. Doesn't really make any sense, but here we are for another marathon Dead Cells run. Only this time with victory, hopefully. So we have an infantry bow and an oiled sword to begin with. A door that cannot be opened. And bad damage right off the start. I'm just trying to get myself into a good, comfortable seated position here. Last Dead Cells episode, I mean, many of the most recent episodes have gone what I would consider, like, pretty well. Don't even try it, buddy. I know you can duck under arrows, but, you know, one day at a time, buddy. One day at a time. Have gone pretty well, but we still have not managed to defeat the Watcher, and I think the way that we're gonna do that is just by having like one run that completely blows the doors off. So I'm hopeful that we can make that happen here. But you know the general gist of things as it's been going so far. If we explore absolutely everything, it seems like there's almost no way that we don't at least get ourselves a chance to go buck wild on the Watcher, so we'll see how that works. I was talking to some friends of mine yesterday who also played Dead Cells, and they were like, you know, the greatest combo that you could hope to get, and a combo that's made it very easy to, not very easy, but easier to beat the game, is damage booster plus electric whip. So I'm gonna keep a lookout. Ah! Jesus Christ. Jesus! No, it's not fair. It's not what you've done to me is not fair here. I don't have any skills yet. This is a bad start, dude. Jesus. Should have used my sword like the whole time, but that was nasty. Anyway, you can't necessarily guarantee that we're going to be able to get that combo on any given run, but if we are able to get it, I'm gonna take a look for it. Dude, that chest was just horrible. Oftentimes I'll make it through like the prelude floor, without even taking any damage, but that's not a braggadocious claim, you know. This should be like automatic and muscle memory by now for the most part. However, good God, we're messing around with that situation back there. To level with you, this floor is in kind of a bad position right now, or we're in kind of a bad position on this floor, just because of the fact that all we've gotten is one level up. We have no desire. Oh, there's electric whip. I don't really want to take electric whip by itself, but I'm going to give myself the chance to get the combo, hopefully. And do we have a sword that maybe works a little bit better? Extra damage on a burning target, extra damage on a frozen target. Enemies burn when they die. Enemies burn when they die. Okay, I think, you know, we could justify going broadsword. Does more damage. And then, wait, does it do... It does do extra damage against frozen targets. And then we get the ice grenade that does... I mean, it freezes enemies, in case that's not obvious. So we got something half decent going on here. And I'm hopeful that that is a... that is a polymorphic skill, and it is indeed. So we can use it for whatever we want. I'm going to use it for strength for now. So again, it's electric whip and damage boosters. So we're going to see if we can make that happen. But for now, we've at least gotten some potential synergies active here. It looks like this is going to be our exit if we choose to go this way. I mean, I feel like the sewers are just as easy as going to the promenade, so... Not overly concerned about it. I think 1,000 gold to look is a pretty good deal here. That's not... I mean, the guaranteed critical hit is nice, but it's not a big deal either way. I mean, that's our floor, unfortunately. So, I mean, we either go promenade or we go sewers or we go ossuary, but... I mean, I don't know. I don't really feel like the first floor stacked us up to the point where I feel comfortable going to the ossuary, so even though we do it a lot, we're going to go sewers route here. Hopefully a good balance between loot and not being too difficult. So what do we like? I don't know. I kind of like the firebrand, so it's not an enormous concern, but we'll put some extra cells in that and see how the world rewards us or doesn't reward us. This floor is all about filling our inventory. Like at the present moment, unfortunately, we don't have a full inventory. And in the end, it's going to be a small problem for us, because I really enjoy spamming our skills whenever possible, and I think that honestly has allowed me to play better than I otherwise would be able to. Like, I've gotten results that are better than perhaps they should be as a result of the fact that I can basically just press 2 buttons and destroy enemies. So, probably we want to go for skills next. It is nice that they stay frozen for, I think, longer than normal, but we're a little underpowered. There's no point belaboring that for 100 years here, but we are a little underpowered. But you know, that's previously when I was underpowered, I probably would have just stayed underpowered and died. Now I understand that it's unlikely that we will remain underpowered forever, as long as we... That was pretty terrible. As long as we... well, As Long As You Love Me by the Backstreet Boys. Definitely one of their top 10 bangers. But also, as long as we explore everything. The point I've been trying to make for many moons now. Throwing knives are good, but I'm really... It might seem like I'm kind of forcing a square peg into a round hole here. Sounds dirtier than it is. But, it was kind of close. Usually we will get a damage booster at some point on a run. You know, we'll usually get, like, one of any kind of... Wow, it does, like, actually no damage, huh? We'll get one of, like, any kind of... skill. Just need to wait for whenever it shows up. So I do think the whip is fine, and it's probably very fun to use if you're actually good at it, which unfortunately I am not at the present moment. The only way to get better is to practice. However, I don't think this is the run. It's the first time we've been hit by one of those in quite some time, but doing good work here. You can't get me. We might want to heal here just before we go in. Also, I'm a little concerned that the elite enemy is just going to come to life when I move over there. Okay. Kill all the enemies to the end. We can't really afford to go this slowly. But if I just go up there, I think I'm screwed. So I guess, like, our best plan is to try to get, like... No! I tried to roll. Yeah, you know, honestly, on that one, I'm not gonna beat myself up too much. I think, it's not that it was that difficult, but it's pretty tough with our present setup, so... I think I am gonna try to kill the elite enemy right now, and, it should go okay. Just keep running, and then throw in the late game freeze. He turned me around at like the last possible second. We've done it. I'm gonna heal up. We got a pendant, damage reduced by 10%. Not particularly amazing, but I can live with it. And it's probably a bad heal, but I really don't think we're gonna die on this floor at this point. The elite enemy should be the hardest thing that we encounter. Come on, just give me more scrolls for one. I get that I might seem like a little bit greedy there. I want more scrolls, Mom. But we need, you know, it happens in every roguelite. You need the fuel. You need tackle and fuel. If we don't get tackle and fuel, we're going to be in a bit of a hard spot here. So that's a phaser. It is a second skill, although one of my least favorite. Pretty spammable. When I say least favorite, I don't mean worst. Just not in the archetype of stuff that I normally am a huge fan of. It lighting enemies on fire is a nice touch, I'll admit. And, ooh. No, I don't know. I no longer think that the rapier is that valuable. Like, it seems much more important to me to try to, like, manifest crits or big damage bonuses just out of, like, elemental synergies instead of going for, you know, oh, when you backstab an enemy, you get a crit, or when you roll, you get one crit right after. I think that they nerfed the rapier hard enough that it's no longer like an instant take. I think the broadsword has its uses. Actually, I think a lot of the swords have their uses now, which is good. You know, I'm sure it's better for the meta. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Ignore the sound of leaking gas in the background. That's just our shower in the other room. It's not leaking gas. If you're seeing this video, I have lived through the natural gas leak, so you have very little to concern yourself with. I never should have tackled this that way. Okay, I mean, I am happy that we're at 4 levels of HP. That's, you know, as much as we would be at maybe by the time we fight the boss in a lot of circumstances, but I actually think that vampirism might be bad. And beyond this, I don't want to get rid of Electric Whip. So I'm glad we got skills there. That's actually like complete redemption. We got a bow and infinite arrows. Is that what it is? Yeah. Extra damage on a stunned target. But we can't afford to get hit in the near future. So just be careful here. What else we got? Oh, strength upgrade is huge, dude. These are like the 10 out of 10 pickups. I mean, equipment might be more valuable, admittedly, but it's close. So are we done? There was a timed door I couldn't get to. There's a way to the old sewers, and then there's the way to the ramparts. I feel like we should go to the ramparts. Just because we have this curse active right now, so if we want to live... It's a little tense right now. That floor went okay. We did, like, the extra upgrade at the very end, like, I feel like that saved me. Gives me a chance. We're basically just... Oh, I didn't realize we were so close here. I don't want to, like, reveal the inner language of Dead Cells too much, but it really feels like it's kind of similar to the Isaac meta in the sense that you really just want to live long enough to get a great loadout. And once you have a great loadout, then, you know, your personal skill will determine how far you can make it. But the other reason that I'm interested in the Electric Whip is, especially with Damage Booster, it's a way to hit the Watcher that doesn't require us to actually aim. I bet you think that's really hilarious. I mind-flooded myself out of an easy piece of equipment there. Spiked boots, lightning bolt, or shield. Good lord. Well, that's one way to go, you know? If nothing else, I guess it's nice. It's like if you interrupt the attack, that's when you get the bonus on these. If nothing else, it's nice that curse is not a joke, you know? Curse is like a genuinely real thing that can cause you problems. On the other hand, probably approaching like a 70-minute Dead Cells episode now. It's getting a little on the long side, but we'll see how it goes. You know what? This is a perfect opportunity for us to, like, get rich or die trying. We got one early death, which hasn't happened in a lot of videos, very recently at least. So what we should do is, and, like, don't even get me started on this loadout, but at least from a primary-secondary standpoint. Bear Trap. Flammable oil. Sure, let's roll Bear Trap, which we haven't seen in a while, plus Fire Grenade. And I believe... I mean, we probably want to go like this, right? The Bear Trap applies oil. Oil does a multiplier on fire damage. What is DM? Is that DMG? Like that's plus damage or something? I don't know. Ooh, an oil grenade, actually. 21 damage. That's actually... seems not nearly as good as a bear trap that also applies oil, but I might be mistaken. Alright, so we got, like, a workable run here to some extent. So what I was going to say, I can't remember if I finished my train of thought, but effectively, we're going to go ossuary. Because I want to go, like, ossuary prison depths and see if we can get the alternate path to work for ourselves. Basically because of the fact that I want to either ball out of control or die trying here. So we already saw the oil grenade. We can just move on from that direction. We do have an upgrade. Usually, I do like to pick up skills. I know that it's... If anything, you should be pleased with this, because I used to disrespect skills, and now I'm a much bigger fan. Every step you take burns the ground for 3 seconds. Now that seems a little interesting, I'll admit. Bear Trap seems to also enhance the usefulness of Lightning Bolt to some extent. The cooldown on it is not ridiculous to begin with. I'd prefer to have something a little bit more spammable on our skills, but so be it. Alright, we got a lot of exploration to do. In contrast to the first run that we did, the stats are better now. Well, at least they feel better. That's going to be ossuary, which is where we want to go anyway, so... and this is going to be sewers, so... Effectively, we might as well just go to the ossuary right now. There's never anything, I believe, on that path, so if we just look at the map here... Yeah, this is a very small first floor, but it's a small first floor that I'm very pleased with, because we ended up getting... a full loadout of stuff that is at least okay. We've replaced our primary weapon, which I don't think I was going to get too far using the shoes. The spiked shoes as a primary seems actually, like, horrible to me. And I might just be wrong. But I'm not sure that I am. Like, let's keep it up here for now. I might just be wrong. But to have to interrupt an enemy attack to get a high damage crit is way too dangerous for me to consider it to be a good primary. It's like having a shield, except you're like 100% relying on the shield. Anyway. So I also, when I was talking to my friends who are totally real people, definitely not imaginary, and I was mentioning that I'm bad at Dead Cells, how do I get better? They said that you shouldn't worry so much about these, like, obelisks down here, because if they do hit you with guaranteed damage, that, like, if they're on the top of a chain, basically, and you can't get up there without getting hit, most of the damage that they do is yellow damage, which means that it's recoverable, as long as you get up there and hit them quickly enough. So, it's good and reassuring. You don't want any part of this, my dude. We're gonna be in a very tight spot. I mean, I think to be honest with you, probably underestimated the difficulty of this floor. Oh, I forgot about these freaking hedgehogs, dude. Just burn. I think I underestimated the difficulty of this floor. And I'd really, really like to, in particular, get a Tears upgrade. Not a... Brain, what are you talking about? This is the wrong game, buddy. I'd really like to get a health upgrade. It wasn't even, like, thematically right there. Which is good, you know. If I start using Isaac terminology, maybe that means I'm becoming more comfortable with the game. Or maybe that means my brain is fundamentally broken. It's one of the two. That. It's the sound of a burning build going kind of right here, at least. But please, more items. This is an item, and it's an uncursed item, which is a dream come true. Enemies release a toxic cloud when they die. It is more damage, and the crits do more damage. And it has, like, it has an after-death effect, which I think I rate pretty highly, especially dealing with crowds, usually, so... Just be aware of your strengths and weaknesses here. Could make some good stuff happen. Time to door. 2 minutes, 0 seconds ago. Mildly not that happy about that, but, you know, life goes on. Stop. You're well and truly dusted. Yeah, okay, the toxic cloud effect. I mean, I don't think we have a great run for clearing a ton of enemies. Ooh. All at the same time here, but that seemed to work out pretty well. We really need HP. I wish it weren't so, but basically this thing's got to get in the area of effect. Yeah, if one fire grenade can get the job done, then I'm a happy camper. That was worth it. Okay, now we have our first level of HP, which I actually... I don't think we would have lived too long through the ossuary if we didn't have that. In a way, I'm actually glad that if we were gonna die on a run, at least we died super early, which might sound like it's kind of ridiculous, but since we're not streaking, like, who cares? Stupid idiot walked into a bear trap twice. Who is he? Me playing Friday the 13th? Oh, hey. He figured out how to teleport. Hello, sir. Hello. Not the smartest elite enemy I've ever faced, I'll just be honest with you. Covers the victim in flammable oil. Okay, it's Cluster Bomb 6. I think we will replace Bear Trap so that we can get cluster bombs that also use oil. And I think the cooldown timer might not be that different for Cluster Bombs and Bear Trap to begin with. And it was a higher magnitude Cluster Bomb, and the primary reason we were, or higher magnitude skill, I should say. And the entire reason we were using Bear Trap is because it synergizes with Fire Grenade right now anyway, so. Okay, that's not gonna work. Heal up. You're not in a bad spot here at all. Yeah, this is gonna work. It's really just that that enemy is annoying. And we have a very classic fire build here. Enemies burn when they die. But it doesn't have oil. But enemies burn when they die. I think I'm gonna replace the fire grenade with the regular grenade for now. And the idea is that if you throw it on a group of enemies, the cluster bomb... Oh, definitely, dude. The cluster bomb will oil them up. You probably want to go infinite arrows, right? I mean, we're never using lightning bolts, so... I understand the value of oiled sword here, but I do kind of like the rapier for the guaranteed crits over the oiled sword. I mean, the shield gives us HP, and we're not going to use it for damage, but we're not using Lightning Bolt anyway. So, I think rather than getting a temporary HP upgrade, I'd rather get the bow and infinite arrows, so at least we have some damage at range. If we desire to use that, but you may disagree with that, and that's perfectly acceptable. I'm just joking, of course. I hate you for having a different opinion. As is the norm, so... Get fudged, buddy. See, the thing is, we need to hit that thing at the back there. There you go. There you go. I think we've started to actually build, like, a competent run here. The thing is, we can spam our skills pretty nicely, mostly because they're low cooldown. This is what we asked for. Enemies burn when they die, so that's an easy pickup. And then the damage booster. And I think the damage booster at this point should replace the cluster bomb. But the cluster bomb has the oil associated with it. But the enemies burn when they die. I don't know. It's tough. The grenade is nice, though. 6 mini bombs doing 115 damage each. I mean, okay, I'll tell you what. We'll replace the grenade. This is what I was told is actually like a 10 out of 10 synergy. Is damage booster, electric whip. Now, maybe we can't just use that as our primary, but I believe, okay? I believe when I was told that it's the greatest, I'm inclined to believe. Releases a cloud of poison gas. What was that? Our damage booster popping? Slightly dicey. I think, I mean, at the present moment, doesn't seem that amazing. Might need more skills to lower our cooldown. Might need more, strength to do more damage, but perhaps... Oh, you know what would be nice is just having, you know, releases X Cloud on, Releases X Cloud on death. Or, like, enemies burn when they die. Like, we're kind of getting it right now, but... I don't think I quite have the raw ability here to make this work. Like, I think I'm missing just a little bit of an enabler. But we still got a little bit left to explore, apparently. Oh, Jesus. Dude. Heal up. We have exits close by, so... Basically what I'm getting at is, like... Who cares if we're out of our heals, right? Like... Who cares if we're out of our head, if we're out of our mind, and... How could I have ever been so blind? I was looking for an invitation. It was hard to find. Remember Fastball? That's a band right there. We gotta look, because it looks like there's something up here. Yeah, I'm glad I stuck with the clusters. Which is not the way you refer to something that's valuable. You don't refer to it on a first-name-only basis like that, but... I gotta be honest with you, it doesn't seem like there's anything that amazing up here, but... I am an idiot, and we never should have approached it that way, but... Keep exploring. You don't have heals, but... I'd really like to just get a little bit more for my services here, and there's a strength upgrade, which, honestly, I like it because if I had been forced to choose, I might not have taken strength. But I want strength to make this damage booster electric whip combo pop. And again, it's like the jury's out. Okay, we should spam this dude with cluster bombs and then go. Like, get as far as you can without putting yourself in any danger at all. The thing is, there's actually no reason to be up there. Except to get loot, which was no guarantee to exist in the first place. 30% damage on a bleeding target. I mean, this doesn't actually seem any better, to be honest with you. I think we have to go. I've just hemorrhaged a little too much damage, or too much HP. And from a skill standpoint, we're not quite as, like, stacked as I'd like to be. And actually on gold, I mean, we have spent a lot, but I'm surprised that our gold is in such a weird spot. But either way, I'm a happy boy right now. I think we've gotten the combo that I asked for, and I know it's perhaps plausible my friend is watching this and going... Well, you're not using it right. That's a theoretical possibility. But at least I have a plan in this episode, and I've been adhering to it, and I'm not going to suggest necessarily that it's worked 100%, but it could. We chose to go to the ramparts instead of the prison depths this time because, well, I mean, we found the exit for the ramparts, and it felt like if we went to the prison depths, we would probably just die. So, we would expect to get lower caliber loot. However, you know, all skill upgrades are worth the same. Could use, like, still some raw damage. So, I'm not really that... I mean, if we got the right items, particularly, like, I feel we could take a different primary right now. And not be concerned about it at all, but this is where we gotta be cautious, I think. I really thought we were going to get through that perfectly. Oh, that's too far. But I'm mostly eager to get, if possible, some extra stats. I don't think we have a bad run for beating the incomplete one, but I think we're way past the point of actually caring about the incomplete one as far as, like, you know, building our run around it. That's getting a little ridiculous. So this is a higher caliber item. The crits don't do as much damage. In fact, it's actually not... Wait a minute, when did we get that level 5 rapier, dude? I thought we were on, like, a level 1. We need, oh, just a raw strength upgrade is actually, again, exactly what I'm kind of hoping to get here. Level 2 HP is now starting to make me think, but... By the way, I don't expect to just crush enemies, Well, I expect to crush these enemies, but I don't expect to just crush enemies with damage boost electric whip with one hit or something, but I would like to... Don't even try it. I would like to be able to easily handle crowds, and luckily it does seem like that's like pretty much exactly how this is working out right now. Probably going to be a little bit of a noisy run here. We have an oil grenade, but what do you replace, what do you replace for the oil grenade? And the answer is nothing. You know, the cluster bombs already oil the enemies up, so I would like to get a weapon that, if possible, lights enemies on fire to take advantage of the cluster bomb oil, but may or may not be sensible or likely. I still feel like even though you buff shields, I don't even want to look for that shield. Like what's the point in going to look for that shield? It could say like +3 skills, and I'm probably still never gonna get it. So, similarly, we're rolling this damage boost electric whip combo that I am not at present 100% a believer in. However, I believe that there is a chance that it could become greatly overpowered. This would be a great time to beat this challenge area and actually get some extra loot. Because... No, what? Dude, he threw the greatest, like, moonshot I've ever seen in my life. What is a moonshot? You know, it's like the highest arc lob you could ever imagine. I am stunned. I keep getting hit by, like, enemies that I've seen a million times before. We should just heal. Even though we could get health back dynamically, we should just heal there. And we wanted this HP upgrade as well. Maybe we shouldn't have healed, because that would have... that heals you proportionally, so it's not that bad that we seem to have wasted it. Anyway. Go back up to the top here. Raw stats are coming up. 343 Guilty Spark. It's not so bad. I think, you know, we'll keep a balance of skills and strength here. The idea being that HP, we just want enough to survive. Anything beyond that is a waste. We want to get fairly high... Nice, good one. We want to get fairly high strength and damage as well. Or skills and damage, I should say. I think we absolutely now can replace the rapier. And we're at the end of the level, possibly anyway. Looks like there might be one more scroll up here. Oh, it's a Frost Blast. I actually think Frost Blast is very, very good now. Especially Frost Blast that lasts 4 times as long, but... we shall see. Kind of feeling the burn of not having so many blueprints anymore. You know what? I love the broadsword, apparently. And we're starting to get these multiplicative bonus bonuses more frequently. Multiplicative. I love that word, multiplicative, because not only... It feels like a word that you say multiplicatively. It's like, every syllable feels better than the last. Mul. It's got a nice little resonance in your mouth there. Mul. T. It's sing-songy, right? Multiplicative. It's like a fighting game combo or something. What are you talking about? Hey, look, okay? This really feels like it might be the strongest we've ever been before. Okay. Good one. Might be the strongest we've ever been before facing this guy. Just by virtue of the fact that we're fighting him so late in the game here. But it would be helpful if you didn't just get completely stuck in his AoE attack that, like, roasted us. But, you know, if we ever hit him with a right trigger, left trigger, that thing lasts too long, man. If we ever hit him with a right trigger, left trigger, and then a couple hits, he's dusted. As you can see right there. Just heal up. You know, I'm very wary about his newfound creep attack. This is the worst I've fought this guy in, like, a long time. Don't be scared of him, though. You know, he's just a big baby. There we go. Okay. You know, that's one of those moments where if we had died, it would have been really bad, but because we didn't die, it does not matter. You know, we were pretty close to oblivion, but since we made it out, we don't have to think about the fact that we did so garbage there. I hope at least we don't have to think about the fact that we did so garbage there. Ooh, okay. It's been long enough since we died to that guy that I wouldn't feel like, oh, we're, you know, a piece of human garbage, but I would be like, that feels pretty bad, to be honest with you. But now we're on the fjord, and I still am not, I mean, I feel like I'm the guy who's like, you know, I came up with a workout strategy, you know? I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do like 100 push-ups every 6 hours. And I don't see how I could not get fit like that. And, you know, I'm still hopeful that that ends up working out for us, but I'm not sure if it's necessarily proven its worth yet. You know, this damage boost electric whip combo, I'm not sure. I will say that Vampirism Electric Whip seems like it could almost be a double secondary build that actually works. Yeah, at least we healed up a little bit. Stop. Dude, I sincerely tried to roll there. But anyway, heavy crossbow on 1100 damage. Enemies burn when they die. It's actually seems completely sensible. What I'm getting at with like vampirism, electric whip is the idea that normally both of those would be a secondary, I assume. Like I can't imagine how vampirism would be a primary in the first place. But then that felt great right there. That felt powerful, and we will pay 2,000 for that, no questions asked. But you pop damage boost, you pop vampirism, and then you just smash on that electric whip button until you get as much HP back as you could reasonably imagine. Look, I'm not gonna fight you from down there, dude. That would be a poor decision on my part. I don't have an interest in making too many poor decisions at this point, you know? Once we get past, like, the 40-minute mark of an episode, I'm in it to win it as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm gonna... You know what I'm thinking here. And the idea is... that it's probably idiotic to do this. But at the same time, if it's not idiotic, it's gonna be flippin' sweet. To roll double damage bonus and just chew enemies up. This might be This might be close to a throw. We are chewing enemies up pretty well, but this is not my preferred playstyle. I don't know. And by I don't know, I mean I'm pretty confident that this is actually very stupid. Dude, I'm not convinced. I'm sorry, buddy. Maybe we're just two different players, but I'm not convinced about damage boost electric whip. I'm not sure if it's me or just doesn't seem that great. I am absolutely okay with taking the broadsword and getting rid of one level of skills. Horizontal turret, extra damage on a burning target. I'm gonna stick with it for now, and it's really like probably against my better judgment here, rolling double damage boost, but I understand the purpose of I don't know why he got stunned there. I understand the purpose of the damage boost, by the way, and the purpose of the electric whip. The purpose of the electric whip is not to kill big enemies. The purpose of the electric whip is to take care of the riffraff, and to do so with a little bit of range associated with it as well. That's a problem. There's no doubt, like, we are stunning the Christ out of these enemies. Should have just gone back for heals, but that's our first heal use, so... I would like to get a hit. That was pretty close to death. Okay, so... I don't know, dude. Double damage bonus actually seems idiotic. We're going for yet another challenge area here. I don't even know if the second bonus actually heals us, which is the big problem. Or not heals us, sorry. I don't know if it gives us the damage bonus. I'm assuming it probably does. But you never know, it could be built in that it only gives you one heal or something. Or one damage. Again, I don't know why I keep saying heal instead. 55 seconds left. It's doable. These are the hard parts. Oh, that was the right timing, except obviously, like, demonstrably not the right timing because I was late, but... Or a little early, actually, in hindsight, but... Can we just... Oh, not quite. Okay. I mean, I feel like we are going to live through the fjord. Applies flammable oil to the victim. One of them covers the ground in oil. The other one ignites the ground. So I think we should get rid of the one that covers the ground with oil. And now we've got a more balanced run is the idea. And we've survived what I would consider to be a somewhat failed experiment. This is not me saying that that the damage booster... Okay. It's not me saying the damage booster whip combo doesn't work. It's more me saying double damage booster whip seems like a little bit too much of an investment. How did you teleport? No. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think we gotta book it. Our heals are low. No! Our heals are low, and I think I've made a terrible mistake. I think I've made a drastic loadout-based mistake. how are you still... You took so little damage from the fire there. I'm losing my mind. So this is the far edge. We can't afford to take, like, any damage at this point. Oh, I guess we can land here. Okay, that's fine. We took 8 damage there. Healed up for the rest of it. I'm not sweating it. What is up DML? Stop. Stop it. I don't even want... I mean, I want the items, which is why I'm coming in here, but... This could also be the exit, now that I think about it. The structure of this floor means that that could be the exit. Nope. Scary. Done. Alright. Force shield. The enemies release a toxic cloud when they die. Pretty ultimate who cares sort of moment there. I think this is our exit. Dude, I think we are actually fudged on the graveyard. I am not very confident of our overall chances for success right now. I will say maybe you can pull me back a little bit when we fight the Watcher. If Electric Whip at least does damage from afar that's pretty likely to land, then I'm a happy camper. But I think at this point I'm looking for things to replace our secondary with. Primary's fine. Probably also replacing the damage booster. It might not be the combo. It might be yours truly. Wow! Excuse me? That's too much damage. What you're doing to me is too much damage. It's also about to be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end it apparently doesn't even matter here. I can't. No, I'm not gonna open you. I want to, and I really want to because I need equipment. But it, you know, you have to consider the optics of the situation from a YouTuber standpoint. If I pick up that curse chest and I die, it's gonna look like I threw. And I don't want the appearance of impropriety. Plus, we did just get hit. I probably would have played it differently, but, you know. 694 damage. No. We have a synergy. It's on freezing targets. So if we can get like an ice grenade or anything that freezes enemies, like for example that frost blast that we didn't take but definitely should have. Come on, come on. Let's go. Then we might have, or we still might be able to make something happen there, but I think I'm understandably mildly skeptical about our chances. I actually am just mad that I've adhered to this losing methodology for too long. I'm not blaming my friend. You know, I'm thinking that maybe he had like a very high caliber electric whip or something, because at the present moment it just does not seem plausible for us to make this happen. But hey, at least I'm not trying to count the episode out yet, because maybe we'll get lucky, but at least we have help. At least we've made it to the stage of the game in which we almost always have made it recently. Might seem like a low bar, but I think it's actually like pretty impressive, given that this run was a little janky to begin with. Okay, so we're gonna go bear trap and get rid of damage bonus, because I think it's clear that whether, you know, it's me or the game, this is not the correct combination of synergies for me. So being able to spam a magnetic grenade that also has a swarm of biters seems fairly okay. Yeah, that's a heal. That's why that guy's so dangerous, dude. And of course oh no. No! I tried so hard and got so far. I think I'm going down in an early round, man. The thing with the magnetic grenade is that, well, this goes for the bear trap as well. Neither of them, as we use our last heal here, just having approached the entrance to the crypt for the first time, neither of them are high burst damage, so my normal spam strategy is just not working out. That was a pretty botched run. I apologize for it, but at the same time, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. We got to get back to brass tacks. Take the best available equipment and do a little bit better next time. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.